In a small village named Aroa, deep within the heart of the forest, there was a mysterious midwife known as Mama Yuayu. She lived in an isolated hut surrounded by herbs, talismans, and eerie whispers. Despite her unsettling reputation, desperate villagers often turned to her for help when other midwives failed. Her fees were low, but the stories surrounding her were high in fear. One rainy night, Ebo, a heavily pregnant woman, was rushed to Mama Yuayu's hut after complications arose. Her husband, Namdi, had been hesitant, but Ebo's cries of pain left them no choice. The couple arrived drenched, their lantern flickering weakly against the storm. Mama Yuayu greeted them with an unsettling smile, her eyes gleaming in the dim light. "Leave her with me," Mama Yuayu said firmly, her voice commanding yet oddly soothing. "Your child will be born before sunrise." Reluctantly, Namdi left, promising to return at dawn. Inside the hut, Ebo was given a strange brew to drink. Immediately, she felt a wave of calm wash over her, though her instinct screamed that something was wrong. Mama Yuayu chanted incantations, her hands moving with a speed that seemed inhuman. Ebo's labor pains intensified, but she could hear faint whispers, voices that didn't belong to Mama Yuayu. When the baby was finally born, Mama Yuayu held it up, her face void of emotion. But instead of handing the child to Ebo, she placed the baby into a large, black calabash covered with intricate carvings. "This child is special," Mama Yuayu said cryptically. "But it will not belong to you unless you fulfill my demand." Ebo's heart pounded. "What do you mean? Give me my baby. You must agree to never reveal the events of this night. Swear it, or the child remains mine," Mama Yuayu said, her voice echoing unnaturally. Terrified and confused, Ebo agreed, clutching her baby tightly when Mama Yuayu finally handed it over. As dawn approached, Namdi returned and found his wife and child waiting outside the hut, seemingly unharmed but unusually quiet. For months, Ebo noticed strange things about her child, whom they named Chima. He rarely cried, slept little, and had an uncanny ability to mimic sounds. Once, when Ebo whispered something to Namdi in the next room, she heard Chima's voice repeating her exact words from his crib. One fateful evening, Ebo woke to find Chima standing in the corner of their room, staring at her with glowing eyes. Panicked, she screamed, and Namdi rushed in. But by then, Chima was back in his crib, sleeping peacefully. The following day, Ebo decided to confront Mama Yuayu, despite her oath of secrecy. She arrived at the hut only to find it abandoned and covered in vines, as though it hadn't been inhabited for decades. Confused and frightened, Ebo sought the counsel of the village elder, who listened gravely. Mama Yuayu was banished from this village long ago, the elder revealed. She was no midwife but a sorceress who traded children's souls for power. If your child is behaving strangely, it may not be entirely human. Determined to save her son, Ebo followed the elder's advice to seek help from a neighboring village's revered healer. After a tense ritual, the healer uncovered the truth. Chima's body had been enchanted by Mama Yuayu, but his soul was trapped in the calabash. To break the curse, the healer instructed Ebo and Namdi to find the calabash and destroy it. But as they returned to the spot where Mama Yuayu's hut once stood, they were shocked to find her standing there, as if waiting for them. "You should have stayed quiet," Mama Yuayu hissed. "Now, you've sealed your fate." In a climactic struggle, Namdi and Ebo managed to shatter the calabash. The moment it broke, Chima's cries filled the air, and his eyes returned to normal. Mama Yuayu let out a blood-curdling scream and vanished into a whirlwind of smoke, never to be seen again. The villagers learned from Ebo and Namdi's ordeal to always seek trusted and skilled help, even in desperation. And so, the tale was told to warn against placing trust in those whose hearts are shrouded in darkness. You will never go to anyhow maternity or midwife house after watching this, they'd say, for such places could hold secrets too horrifying to imagine.